And hello and welcome to the second video of the introduction to the C160 Transall from AzurPoly. Today we are going to go through the startup and shutdown procedure of this aircraft under Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We are also going to see a small feature which is the GPU current that we are going to extract. So first the batteries comes on, battery 1 and 2, and we check the amps. Then the second thing we're going to do is basically activate the EFB via the button on the dashboard. So we're going to click on it, make it appear the iPad, and click on the GPU to connect it. Once the GPU is connected, we are going to see the model appear outside, and then we can use it to provide some electricity to our system. So the key goes to the left on the G5, amber light is on, and now we can basically use the GPU. So now we are going to disconnect the GPU. Can see it outside and do what we call an autonomous start with the APU. So first, APU fire warning detection systems on, alarms goes on. We're going to silence them by clicking on the master warning caution light, and alarm is silenced. So fuel valves are on and open. And now we're going to open the air inlet on, green lights on, APU start, low pressure lights red goes off, APU is starting, red pressure increasing, as you can see. So a few seconds and the APU will be available for us to use. Let's monitor the red hydraulics pressure on the red system. And now let's commute the G5. So G5 is the APU gen. Then transfer keys are on, still green light. Now we can see that the batteries are not discharging anymore, and we are basically taking power from the APU outside. So now for the engine, left fire detection system on, silence the alarm. Let's go on the right system, right detection system. Alarm must be silenced too. Master warning light off. Okay, then anti-collision is on. And now we're going to put APU bleed air on, master ignition. And then, oh, there's an error here. So remember, this is a beta version, so the start levers should be on the backwards position at the moment. So fuel pumps on the right engine, starter number 2, ignition, monitor the high pressure. We will wait until 2000 RPM and then goes with the condition levers to start. 2000 condition levers to start. Let's monitor now the low pressure, and 3500 condition fuel valves goes to forward. So this is a slight error that we are going to correct in the next beta. Condition levers should be forward on this one. Waiting for the engine to spool up and stabilize. Basically this will be the same procedure on the left engine. So ignition is to norm, and now we are going to go fuel pumps on this one, and this should be later. So ignition on the left and monitor high pressure. Number 1 is cleared, engine is rising up. So 2000 condition levers goes to start, and monitor 3005. Then fuel valve goes to norm, basically the forward position. So this is just a small mistake here that will be corrected in the later betas. And now Both engines are stabilizing. And both engines are stable. Now we can go ignition to norm and master ignition to norm also. We can commute the generators G1, G2, G3 and G4. Lights goes off and transfer key should be down too. This will also be corrected. And now we can see that our generators from the engine are generating powers and that the batteries are not discharging anymore. Now we can cut the G5. So APU goes off. Bleed air first, actually, then after APU goes off. And APU is pulling down. Then we are going to close the air inlet in a few seconds. So air inlet is off now. Okay. So this is the startup procedure for the Transall. And now we're going to see a small shutdown procedure, a simplified version for you guys on your computers. Remember, this is an aircraft that must be flown by a crew of 4. So let's start the APU. APU air inlet on, green light. Then we go APU start. APU is pulling up. Standard stuff. G5. Let's get some APU generation. Transfers keys. You can cut also the generators from the engine. Engine number 1, condition levers goes shut off. Master warning caution light is off. Silence the alarm. And alarm is silenced. Now make sure all the generators are off. And engine number 2 goes to shut off for the condition levers also. Make sure we silence the alarm via the master warning, master caution button. Then the fuel pumps goes off. Master caution off. And that's pretty much it for a simplified startup and shutdown procedure for the Transall from AzurPoly.